Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're doing well and having a great day. To start things off, the company Bosch has announced that they are in a partnership with IOTA. It's not exactly clear. I was trying to read around as to exactly what was going on. It appears that they will be using IOTA for electric vehicle charging, as I guess it's paying for it, and as far as parking electric vehicles, what have you. Doesn't really go into much specifics as what they will be doing with IOTA, but it seems they will be using their network. And it appears, like I said, I assume at this point they are going to be using them for their machines. Not much news on this at all. I was looking around and this seems to be the only place that I was able to find anything about the partnership, but it appears that they actually will be using them, as Bosch has also said that they will be using IOTA. So let's see exactly how that goes for them. Next up, so this goes back to the meeting that we had during last week with the SEC and the CFTC, I believe. Yeah, CFTC, on the regulations surrounding cryptocurrencies and what they are and what they can do and what they cannot do. So this is very odd, and this is something like I like the idea of ICOs, but I didn't expect them to last for too long. If anyone knows what an IPO is, an initial public offering, when it comes to the stock market, these things are very well planned out. It takes a long time in order to get your company listed on any type of stock market. And the fact that people are just creating ICOs to get their coins, whether they be real or not, out there at a moment's notice and then take people's money is not something that the government is going to allow. So during this meeting that happened last week, pretty much the talk was they are going to be extremely hard on ICOs. They do not care for them. A lot of them are considered securities, and they said something really weird, that they do not consider normal cryptocurrencies as securities. They consider them as true cryptocurrencies, which is kind of odd. However, Clayton made a distinction between ICO tokens and major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. He labeled ICO token securities while classifying the others as true cryptocurrencies, promising smart and practical regulations for exchanges and investors dealing with these cryptocurrencies. That is very interesting, because we've seen such a weird shift the last couple of months from governments not really caring for cryptocurrencies and then not really caring for ICOs. But I guess at some point they opened up a book and started finding out the difference between them, because they are smiling favorably on cryptocurrencies now. They, I think, have come to the conclusion that they cannot control them, as they do not control the network, but they can tax them. But they can control when a website opens up and it is based on an ICO. I think a couple of them have been shut down. I think even Texas ordered another cease and desist within the last couple of days. Going forward, I think that things will be a lot sunnier for the cryptocurrency community. But when it comes to ICOs or new ICOs that are opening up, I think we're going to see exactly what is happening in South Korea and Japan, and what Russia has stated. Like, they're going to have to go through a number of tests and loopholes and all these other things in order to kind of get themselves going. But this is good, because we don't need 1,500 coins. We don't need 20 new ICOs every single day. I'm sure you guys are tired of them showing up on your Facebook and your Twitter and your Instagram. How many ICOs are constantly popping up, and a lot of them, they claim to do the exact same thing. But this is when you get good news from the SEC and the CFTC, any type of major regulatory entity within any country, especially America, saying that they will have smart policies for true cryptocurrencies. That is the sun shining upon us. That is a very good sign for the future, especially something like this. JP Morgan Chase, they're a very interesting company. No matter what they do, no matter what they say. For those who were here around September, October, November, there was about 7-week period where Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan, was in the news literally every week. And one week he said he loved cryptocurrencies. The next one he said he hated it. Next one he said, I don't know why they existed. The next week he said, I am bullish on this. And next one he said they should be banned. I don't know what's wrong with him or what's going on in his life. But apparently there was an internal report was found from the company, and it said that pretty much cryptocurrencies are unlikely to disappear in the foreseeable future, and that the company is pretty much very much bullish on cryptocurrencies. I don't think they state exactly which cryptocurrencies they are bullish on, but it always usually comes down to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the number one coin. They know the name, so they can't say, you know, we're bullish on EOS or whatever the case might be. They're a banking entity. Like I always say, banks are there to make money, so we should do the same. If they're going to profit, we should always make sure to profit along with them. And this entire shift that we've seen in 2018 from all these companies talking about how awful cryptocurrencies are to now talking about, yeah, these things are going to rise. There was something else. Some other banker recently went on TV saying that he believes that cryptocurrency is going to, Bitcoin is going to hit, I think, 100,000 by July or something like that. And it's like, you clearly are in the market. Don't sit there and lie. So last up is, I love how it says Bitcoin's bear market got you feeling blue. Well, cheer up. I know it's a downtime, even with prices slightly up and stuff like that. You know, everybody wants to be where we were before. A number of people have started coming forward, and I told you guys about the charts before that show that January and the beginning of February are typically very slow when it comes to cryptocurrencies historically last 4 or 5 years. A lot of people are saying that this will all come to an end, that things will get a lot better once we get to the end of this month, and more so pretty much around like March or April. They're saying that this is the time when everything will pick back up because this is what we've seen before in the past. No one can predict the future, so it's kind of interesting that all these people are saying this. It climbed by the end of February, but I think this will happen because we've seen it happen before. Some people are saying that Bitcoin will hit $64,000 by April. That is, we are at, Bitcoin is at $8,000 right now. If it hits $64,000, that is another red flag, unless we get some really good news, unless Bitcoin is adopted by some major bank. 64,000 is a very scary number. At that point, I would literally start cashing out and taking profits because I don't see that lasting for very long. I mean, anything with a slow and steady push upward is great, but if we get there in the next 8 weeks, might be time to start worrying. But a lot of people keep saying that this is going to turn around. I mean, realistically, we have seen the prices just sliding sideways, and that's always a pretty good indication. Things will either topple down or shoot back up, but there's no indication at the moment. We've had very good news from all different sides that things should be going up, so there's nothing that really indicates that things will be going down unless China and Russia hold hands and they're like, hey, we're banning every single thing, and then at that point it's time to panic. But I doubt that'll happen. Yeah, not to lag on, but yeah, this is the news for the weekend. It's been pretty quiet. Nothing crazy has happened. Just news about partnerships and where people think these coins are going and how high they're going to go. And there's like a rich list going around of all the richest people in cryptocurrencies, and people are judging them and saying, how could you be so rich, etc., what have you. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope the prices go back up. Usually the weekend is a downtime anyway, so things should be going back up relatively soon. Hope you guys will have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. See you.